Unveil the chilling saga of power, intrigue, and ruthlessness as we delve into the lives of the most feared female narcos in history. These women shattered stereotypes, rising to prominence in the treacherous world of narco cartels. From calculated masterminds to enigmatic enforcers, our journey uncovers their gripping tales of ambition and survival. Stay tuned as we unravel the captivating stories of these formidable figures, whose names invoke both fear and fascination. Number 10. Mrs. El Chapo. Meet Emma Coronel, a striking beauty born with an unexpected fate in the heart of California, but raised amidst the gritty streets of Durango, a 6th Street village near Chihuahua. Little did she know that destiny had more in store for her than just being the daughter of a powerful Sinaloa cartel boss. Her life took an astonishing turn when she entered the Miss Sinaloa beauty contest at the tender age of 17. A twist of fate led her to encounter the enigmatic 50-year-old El Chapo, and fate wove their destinies together in an instant marriage. Defying all expectations, Emma remained an unwavering pillar of support for her husband, even after his arrest. As if possessed by an indomitable spirit, she took on her husband's mantle. She continued to play a pivotal role in the cartel's operations, passing signals to Sinaloa's leadership, conspiring to sell drugs, and assisting in El Chapo's audacious yet brief escape from prison in 2015. In 2021, she faced the ironclad grip of justice, detained on charges of attempting to distribute contraband and engaging in money laundering, a fall from grace that led to her being sentenced to 3 years in prison. Number 9. La Catrina. Maria Guadalupe Lopez Esquivel, also known as La Catrina or the Dame of Death, gained notoriety in 2020 when she was killed in a confrontation with the Mexican army. She held a powerful position in the JNGC, Mexico's second-largest Mexican cartel. Born in the late 1990s, Maria was once a good student, but was drawn to narcotics during her teens. Her love for a Jalisco New Generation narco, Miguel Fernandez, M2, led her to join the cartel at 18. As the commander of the JNGC Death Squad, she orchestrated assassinations, extortion, and kidnappings. In a savage attack, her unit killed 13 Michoacan police officers. Her final moments were captured on video before her death at 21. Number 8. Sandra Avila Beltran. The renowned Queen of the Pacific stands tall as one of the world's most successful female narcos. Unlike others, she didn't need to marry into the illicit industry. She was born into Mexican narco nobility, the niece of the infamous El Jefe de Jefes and El Padrino, revered bosses of Mexican narco trafficking. From a young age, Sandra enjoyed the life of luxury and privilege, surrounded by stacks of cash and lavish experiences. Yet this life came with peril. At 13, she witnessed her first firefight, and in 2002, she survived an attack that claimed her companion's life. Undeterred, she earned her title as the mastermind, orchestrating the transport of vast amounts of cocaine via tuna fishing boats to the US. Sandra's audacity was unparalleled, carrying briefcases filled with millions in cash and even arriving at gatherings in helicopters, brandishing an AK-47. Proudly defying the male-dominated world, she embraced her role as a high-ranking Sinaloa cartel member with ties to Colombia's Norte del Valle cartel, harboring no regrets for her life of crime and power. Number 7. La Flaca. The enigmatic tale of Jocelyn Alejandra Nino, known as La Flaca, the Gulf cartel assassin, remains shrouded in mystery. Little is known about her, and even her age remains uncertain. Believed to have been in her late teens or early 20s, she met a tragic fate at the hands of her rivals. As the third and most recent narco hitwoman, La Flaca embodied the perfect killer, a thin, assuming girl who defied suspicions from both authorities and rival gangs. Her role within the Gulf cartel's paramilitary faction, Los Ciclones, involved defending their territory from intrusions by competitors, Los Metros. Tragically, her life was cut short after merely 4 months in this position. Kidnapped and subjected to horrifying pain, La Flaca met a cruel and merciless demise, her identity confirmed only by a tattoo on her forearm. Number 6. Melissa Margarita Calderon Ojeda. Known by her alias La China, emerged as a formidable figure in the world of narco trafficking, exceeding even the most chilling standards of cruelty. As a rising force within the Damaso cartel, she orchestrated abductions and executed victims, ultimately ascending to the role of commander for its heavily armed division, a position that drove a surge in homicides throughout Baja California. Departing from the Sinaloa cartel, she established Las Fuerzas, assuming leadership over a contingent of 300 soldiers, effectively transforming La Paz into a violent battleground. Tragically, her partner El Chino initiated a brutal revolt against her, resulting in severe injuries and ultimately leading to her arrest. Confronted with a staggering 150 counts of murder, her persona epitomizes the unfathomable depths of the narco underworld in Mexico, a somber reality that now confines her to the nation's most secure maximum security penitentiary. Number 5. Griselda Blanco. La Madrina Blanco, the notorious Colombian drug lord who terrorized Miami in the early 1980s. Pioneering the cocaine trade, she became a queenpin, transitioning from human trafficking to a key figure in Miami's narcotic warfare. Blanco's reign of terror spread enemies across Colombia and the USA, eliminating them through shootings, motorcycle hits, and invasions. Linked to hundreds, possibly thousands of homicides, she ruled the Colombian cocaine trade with fear. Despite her ruthlessness, Blanco lived luxuriously with a Miami Beach estate, Eva Peron's diamonds, and a billion-dollar fortune from her low-income background. Starting with kidnapping and murder, she built a thriving cocaine enterprise in Queens with her second husband, challenging the Italian mafia. Her empire crumbled in 1975 during Operation Banshee, when she and her husband were apprehended in a massive NYPD DEA sting. Number 4. Sebastiana Cotton Vasquez, also known as Doña Tana, was a Guatemalan woman with formidable ties to the Digna Valley cartel in Honduras, and a key intermediary for El Chapo's Sinaloa gang. Leveraging her extensive network, Vasquez facilitated illicit shipments and unauthorized money transfers, orchestrating their movement from Colombia to Guatemala, and further spanning across Mexico and the United States. In February 2012, the Nicaraguan legal system orchestrated a significant crackdown, prosecuting 16 individuals with direct connections to the Los Charros cartel. These individuals were arrested during a narcotics transaction. During this operation, Vasquez's dual identity as Tana and Ladonia was revealed, confirming her deep-rooted involvement. Notably, she was held accountable for masterminding the smuggling of an astounding 40,000 kilograms of illicit narcotics, traversing from both Venezuela and Colombia to ultimately reach North American shores. Number 3. Cara Elena Labarin, a former Sonora State beauty queen, married Hector Beltran-Leyva, a collaborator of El Chapo's Sinaloa gang. As La Señora, or the Mrs., she managed the Beltran-Leyva cartel's money laundering operations. In 2010, a rival organization kidnapped her, subjecting her to a harrowing ordeal. After 13 days, she was released and resumed her role in the cartel. When her husband was incarcerated in 2016, Labarin took control, triggering a brutal conflict with the independent cartel of Acapulco, turning Acapulco into Mexico's murder capital. Once a tourist paradise, the city saw innocent people caught in the crossfire, witnessing the grim reality of destructiveness on its once pristine beaches. Number 2. Marija Lemos. In the Guatemalan border town of Pedro de Alvarado, the names Mira and Marija Lemos inspired fear as they tightly controlled the country's narcotics trade. Marija's brother Magno served as the town's mayor until his passing in 2009. Later, her sister Mara also held office until her tragic death. In 2011, Marija attempted but lost the mayoral race to Carlos Marroquin. Yet her unlawful empire persisted. In 2015, she received a 94-year prison sentence, and 6 former police officers were arrested for their association with her gang. Despite being incarcerated, Marija's notoriety continued. In 2016, she attempted a daring prison escape with fellow inmates' help, but was quickly recaptured. The following year, she tried to flee again from a military prison, disguised as a security guard, and even dyed her hair crimson. She earned the nickname Female El Chapo due to these audacious prison breaks, solidifying her reputation as one of the region's most formidable and elusive lawbreakers. Number 1. Anadina Arellano Felix. De Toledo shattered norms and made history as the first woman to lead an entire narco gang. In the shadow of her brothers, who ran the powerful Tijuana cartel in the 1990s, Anadina started as an accountant, but her ambition knew no bounds. While her brothers engaged in brutal turf wars, Anadina quietly ascended the ranks, taking over the cartel's money laundering operations in 2000. With strategic patience, she solidified her position in the inner circle of leadership, silently observing as her 6 brothers met their demise. In 2008, Anadina made her move, assuming complete control of the Tijuana cartel and becoming the first woman to independently manage a global prohibited trafficking organization. Anadina's discreet and intelligent approach has allowed her to continue leading the cartel to this day, always careful not to attract the attention of the authorities. As we conclude, we're left spellbound by the tales of these extraordinary women. Their audacity, cunning, and unwavering determination have etched their names in the annals of crime history. May their stories serve as a cautionary reminder of the dark allure and results of power in the narco underworld. Thank you for joining us.